Living in Florida, you hear about drowning incidents. We had a local TV reporter when I was a little younger who lost his child to a drowning accident. And since he was a media reporter, everybody in the little town of Tallahassee heard about it. So, to hear about a product that helped prevent things like that in the future, obviously I thought was pretty neat, pretty important. Being in the North Florida area, near the beach, Destin, you see a lot of beautiful decks other than concrete. So I've seen pavers, I've seen travertine, I've seen quarried rock to go around the pool. I changed the name of my company to Family First Fencing a few years back when I ran into a customer who, in his own right, for his own mind, whatever reason, he didn't want to have me drill or anything drill into his new deck. Very expensive rock. And there was no other way to do it. And he just meant that, well, if there's no other way to do it, then he just wasn't going to do it. He would go around it in whatever way he could. And his child fell in the pool within a couple of weeks and thankfully was not hurt. But he called me and said, we spoke a couple of weeks ago, and I told you he was vehement about not drilling, and so I asked him what changed his mind, and he said, his son fell in, and he and his wife had a long discussion, about, okay, it's family first, not the deck, and that wasn't important anymore. And so that was really when it was personal for me then. I'd heard about other things in life and growing up and drowning accidents, but when you hear about a near miss for a customer that you spoke with and gave an estimate to, and you got to know him a little bit, then he calls you back and shares that story of a near miss, then it keeps you motivated. Then it reminds you of why you do what you do. And when you're dealing with someone's home, I want quality to be everywhere, not only in the product itself, but how it's put in, the care we go to make sure we're clean when we're done, how you lay out the pool with their lifestyle in mind, with really taking into heart how it's going to be used with them every day, how to really get that job done for them every day, not just put it in and be done. It's not, I used to think, okay, I can do this in 3 hours and be home. There's something to that, but when you start talking to families, you realize, listen, they're gonna live with this 24 hours a day, in Florida, 365 days a year. You take your time, do it right, make it count, take pride in it.